Matt Cashion, and today we're on the water with Cashion crew member Corey Dreyer, and we've got the new CK series worming rod in our hands. Talking about the applications out here, what makes a kayak specific worming rod? You know, Corey, working with you and Jody and Scott Butcher, it was really important on the details of this rod, right? This is a rod that is near and dear to your heart. I want to hit on some of the key little details of it, and then I want you to talk about what all applications you're using for and why those detail matters. So the CK series, the worming rod, first off, it's a 7'3" blank, all right? Fast, medium, heavy, but it has power in the tip. Right, it's got hook setting power in the tip, hook setting power in the backbone. Great for castability too. You can still cast it around, no issues. Even in tight flipping applications, you're going to use this for.
Right.
We go with micro guides on it. We get a lot more guides on the rod. The sensitivity, casting distance, it's absolutely something you can feel. Ergonomic hook keeper right in front of the reel seat. The reel seat is actually cut down. The threads are cut down so you can get your hand right on the blank. We've got a blank exposed reel seat underneath. So again, it's hand to blank contact. Sensitivity comes from line to guide to blank to your hand. That's what you want it. That's where you feel it at. Carbon fiber, fiberglass, dense grip for sensitivity. Again, doesn't dampen vibrations. It transmits them. Foam butt for durability and sensitivity. And then the weight, the counterweight that you feel in the blank, and that was, you were instrumental on that.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a huge thing, you know, that I wanted for this rod series. So was to have the counterbalance weight. For this rod specifically, it just allows the rod tip to stay at the ready. You know, that 12 to 2, so you're always ready for that. You know, that hook set and things like that. The other big thing that we wanted was the Eva Foam Grip for kayak anglers. You know, this was extremely important to us because it's more durable. We have our kayak rods, you know, in and out of our boat, in and out of our truck. They're laying on the concrete. You know, it's just more durable for us. So from there, you know, we cut down the threads on the reel seat. So like Matt said, sensitivity. It's all about sensitivity and feeling those bites on a jig or, you know, dragging a worm on a Texas rig, creature bait, and things like that. And then the other thing that was big for us is we went to micro guides, and that's for, you know, sensitivity, casting distance, and things like that. So this is definitely one of my favorite rods out of the whole series.
So talk to me about the applications. Where are you using this rod? What are you using it for? Especially that 7/2 length with kind of the power and that tip. You know, this isn't a real flimsy tip.
Right.
Right. You've got power all the way through. It's a fast action, which means it's bending in the first 24 inches, but it's still power.
Right. Yeah, so what I'm using this for, you know, specifically is jigs, Texas rigs, lighter Carolina rigs, you know, flipping around cover. It's got enough power to it that I can flip around laydowns, you know, stumps and things like that, grass, and actually, you know, horse that big bass or, you know, redfish or whatever out from, you know, structure. You know, Texas rig, creature baits, things like that.
Absolutely. So you hit on a couple of great points. Durability, number one. Okay, we designed the blank with an outer jacket around it to protect it from impact resistance, but the sensitivity is there. This is a technique that sensitivity matters, right?
Absolutely.
The materials, the design, the carbon fiber we use, the epoxy that we use, all of that goes into the performance and the sensitivity. Then it's the little details. It's the micro guides adding up. It's cutting down the front threads of the reel seats, blank exposed. It's the carbon fiber grip that's hard, it's dense, it's transmitting vibrations. You know, all those little things add up to make it as sensitive as possible. And then I really appreciate you saying, you know, it is durable enough for saltwater.
Absolutely.
It's all saltwater grade components on all of our stuff. So guys, this is a technique that comfort matters. And that counterweight right there, like that, a balanced rod actually feels lighter. Like, how does that feel right there? Like
it feels extremely light. You know, you really don't feel it. The only weight that you feel is right here at your hand and to the back. So you're not having to drag that, you know, that rod up and down all day long. You're kind of at that ready like I spoke about before. So you're just kind of, you know, you drag your bait on the bottom real slow and you're right there ready for that hook set every time.
Ready back.
Yep.
And what it does is it saves that forearm right there and
Yep.
then your shoulder.
Yep.
Like that's where you feel it. A balanced rod feels so much better in those areas. So that's the new Cashion Kayak worming rod, 7'3". It's got hook setting power and it is very versatile for all of those applications.